Hello. It is your two
Incredibly dank,
incredibly dank,
extremely muscular,
slightly unappealing hosts, Coley.
pretty warmed up.
Pretty warmed up. We have been drinking. That's nothing new on this podcast, but we have been drinking. What you sipping on?
Not drunk. Right now, I am sipping on Whistle Pig 10-year rye. Very excellent. I don't even like ryes.
I am sipping on some Malibu and Sprite with a dash of Pinnacle.
Pinnacle vodka.
Yeah.
Why are you mixing rum and vodka? What are you doing?
Because I'm an animal.
Did you get the bottles mixed up? Was it an act? Be honest.
No, I did it on purpose.
Accident?
No, I did it on purpose because it said orange on it, and I was like, ooh, that's good.
Oh, you didn't say it was Pinnacle Orange. I thought it was
Pinnacle
just,
Orange.
I thought it was just Pinnacle.
No, Pinnacle Orange. Pinnacle Orange.
Animal.
It was pretty good. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, you
I
can have
might
a
sip
if
it
you
later
want.
when the ice melts a little bit, but
Sip if you want.
it's a lot of sugar.
Yeah, it is a lot of sugar. I like mistakenly put my bottle of Malibu in the freezer, not knowing that like half of it froze.
Oh no, yeah, Malibu will freeze. It's not that high in alcohol.
Yeah, I didn't know that, so
You
I wanted to pour some.
You
and
put
it
like the
was just,
Jaegers, the Fireballs, the Rumples in the freezer because they have super high alcohol
Crown.
proofs.
Put my Crown, Jim Beam. Yeah. So I unknowingly did that, and half of it was frozen when I went to pour up. So
When I was living in Florida, I got a bottle of strawberry kiwi moonshine. I say bottle; it was in a mason jar.
Sweet, that's the best kind.
And I put it in the freezer, and sure as shit, it was a fucking slushy the next morning. And let me tell you, it went down so smooth and came back up so much smoother.
Listen, I'm a big fan of cream moonshines. Like, I do like the coffee flavored ones and butter pecan moonshine.
No. This is an old smoky moonshine. This is actual moonshine.
Oh no, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm just speaking in general. I love that shit. It goes down so smooth. You can't even. There's like.
Look,
that little slight hint of burn from the liquor, but
everyone
really
in the South knows that the apple pie moonshine, though, is the truth.
Oh, it's the truth.
The apple pie moonshine is where it's at. Don't let anyone
it's
tell
the
you
way,
that.
dude.
They can make whatever they want, whenever they want, but we all know.
Homemade cinnamon moonshine might be the nastiest shit on earth, though. Awful,
it
terrible.
probably tastes like Big Red, I would imagine.
Worse, dude. It's just a big.
It's
burn
like a higher
going down
proof
your throat.
Fireball, right?
It's just like a big burn going down your throat. It's not even good.
I had a girlfriend told me that one time.
Holy shit! Hell yeah. Well,
what's
is
this podcast about
4.
again?
This is episode 4 for everyone listening. We are recording.
And this is the one that we get canceled.
We are recording on Sunday, October 17th. It's 7:32.
Happy
Just
birthday,
came
Kate.
from,
Kate is my sister. It is her
Happy birthday, Kate. We just came from Chicora Alley, local bar in Greenville. Very good. Shout out those guys.
Shout out Chicora. They do live music.
Do they? I didn't know that.
I've been trying to get in there.
Score a show there.
I'm buddies with all the guys there now. So
Could Hometown do a little thing there? So,
sorry, I don't know why I opened up Facebook. That's on me.
okay.
Go ahead and edit that out.
could
Beep.
Hometown
There.
do a little set?
No, I peeked it so you know where to go back to edit it.
Came in really loud. So I'm going to use that as our bleep sound effect from now on.
Beep. That should be enough for just about anything I do.
Yeah.
You know what? You edit it, and I don't ever hear it before or during you edit. I only hear it
Hey.
afterwards. So you could just do that all throughout
Listen,
the episode. I would have no idea.
only edit the shit we say we're going to edit out in silence. So you're pretty much getting the raw shit. Just the bad stuff we say.
That's how I like it.
Which none of you will ever hear.
Ever.
But I do have one clip from our very first episode with Andy at the very beginning, which we might release one day when we have like a Patreon.
Well, I don't know about
far
this.
off in the future.
Wait.
Edit real quick.
Beep. Okay, we're back in,
Okay.
guys.
So, what do we got for news today? What you got for us?
I have news. I
A little bit of
promise.
music news.
Do.
I have something big for Mason. As a Day to Remember fan, he's gonna shit bricks probably.
In a good way or a bad way?
Probably, definitely in a bad way. Probably.
Let's see.
Well, do you want me to go ahead and break the news to you?
1 second. I'm trying to. Where is the actual news? These are just bullshit fucking articles. Okay.
Can I break the news to you?
Give me a second.
Can I break the news to you?
Okay, what is it?
Josh Woodard has left A Day to Remember.
Wait, fuck, was
Bassist.
the guitar player, the bassist?
Left A Day to Remember.
Why?
After some quote-unquote false allegations have resurfaced against him, sexual assault allegations. Or not sexual assault,
Oh, man.
but predatory shit.
Oh.
Apparently it was something of like, he invited a 16-year-old girl that was not attending his show when he was 25 to, he claims they're not true. I'm always one of them people where it's like,
They always claim they're not true.
I'm one of
And
them.
they always end up being true.
I'm one of those people where I'm like, I don't have an opinion until there's more proof of either side.
Man,
I
I
just don't
always
like to
take
have
the
an
side of, like,
Victim.
yeah, like the...
Yeah, I mean, I always tend to lean towards that side, but there's always that small chance.
He wouldn't have,
There's always
have
that small
left
chance.
if there wasn't a reason. He wouldn't have left if it wasn't true.
So they initially surfaced last year, and he didn't leave the band, but they resurfaced this year, and so he's taken. I don't know if he's like officially leaving or if he's taking time off to handle the situation.
Well, if the allegations are false, I wish him luck, and I hope he comes back. If they turn out to be
Yeah.
true, may you
Fuck
rot
him.
in hell, you
Yeah,
piece of
dude.
shit.
Yeah.
I do love A Day to Remember, though.
I mean, I say that only because there have been cases where shit like that has been said and it's been proven false. Like
But
do you remember
more
that
often
football
than
player,
not-
that Baylor football player? Remember?
I don't remember
Who got
that.
his whole career ruined, and they just recently got he was recently proved innocent.
Yeah, but
God,
more
I can't
often
remember
than
his
not,
name.
they turn
More
out to
often
be
than
true.
not, yeah, they turn out to be true. But
This probably isn't the right podcast to have the conversation about that kind of stuff.
yeah, no, it's definitely
As two straight white males who have never been in a situation like that.
yeah. I mean, it's
um,
definitely I definitely lean towards the victim side.
It's
but
like it's
there's
touchy
always that
stuff.
small chance,
but
you know?
if it turns out to be true, like you're
Fuck
a
'em,
fucking
dude.
disgrace.
Yeah,
like
fuck 'em.
fuck you, dude. I don't have time for that.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
You know, I wish him all the ill will in the world if it's true.
Let's see. I'll read his press release thing. In the summer of Josh Woodard says, in the summer of 2020, I released a statement addressing false allegations that were made against me online. At the time, with the pandemic and my daughter on the way, I personally decided to pause legal proceedings against the accuser once the post was removed. These accusations have unfortunately resurfaced in the past few days, and I must act accordingly. It is not fair to my bandmates and brothers to be attached or targeted because of any of this. So I have made the decision to step down from my position in the band as of today. I will be leaving tour to be with my family and continue to defend my innocence in these matters. I know who I am and I know who I am not. I admit wholeheartedly that I am not perfect and I have made mistakes in life. I strive every day I am given to be a better person, husband, father, bandmate, and friend.
That sounds a lot like the talk of a guilty man to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
a little bit. I was.
Maybe I'm reading
yeah.
into it too much, but that sounded awfully guilty to me.
He did good up until that part of being like, I'm gonna, we're gonna sort this out and whatnot.
I'm not
Until
perfect.
that
I
part,
have
and
made
he was like,
mistakes.
I have
but-
made mistakes.
So yeah, well, why don't you talk about some of those?
Yeah,
But
right.
maybe, again, this is probably not the right platform
no.
or format to talk about this.
But we'll see where that goes, though. Nonetheless, it'll either be, he's innocent or fuck him.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll be determined in months to come. But yeah, A Day to Remember is without Josh Woodard. No.
Wait, so it was their bass player?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a bassist. So like, I know all of your songs on bass, dude. I turn my bass to whatever. I'll tune it to drop C. I don't give a fuck. Like if y'all
Hit Mason up.
Yeah, hit me up, guys. Actually, like, we can spin this into a positive. Man, we might have to edit that out.
Mason has never sexually assaulted anyone.
No, I have not. I've never assaulted anybody.
Yeah.
Like sexually, verbally, mentally. I'm a good noodle.
A very good noodle. A very well-cooked noodle.
Let's see. In lighter news, one of my favorite bands, Like Pacific, are going to be releasing a new album. What is the date on that? It's December something. December 3rd. Oh, that'll be the day before we go see Silverstein.
What does it stay in Atlantic?
No, Like Pacific.
Like Pacific. I'm sorry. That went over my head just then. I don't know why.
I can see where you would get them confused. I can definitely see it.
Atlantic and Pacific, bro. We're covering coast to coast. So, We have a few shows coming up that we're going to.
I was about to say, do we have any other news? I couldn't find much.
In
Been in a couple weeks.
In 11 days, a little under 2 weeks, I'm going to see Angels and Airwaves in Atlanta.
If it wasn't in Atlanta, I might go with you.
I'm very excited. I have seen some people have been able to meet some of the band outside of their tour bus on Twitter and whatnot. I'm kind of hoping I'm able to do that. If I can, I'll try to get a little snippet or something for the podcast. Ask them some questions. I think that'd be really cool.
I'd be down with that. That'd be fucking rad if you could pull that off.
Try to accomplish that.
Oh, we should try and get Shane Told on the podcast. He has a podcast.
That would be dope.
Lead Singer Syndrome.
Yeah.
Neither of us are lead singers, but we'd love to be on there.
You're a lead singer of Hometown.
That's true. I am. Yeah. I'm a lead singer.
Why hasn't he been on Lead Singer Syndrome?
What's going on, Shane? What the hell?
A disgrace, I say.
But that's exciting. Bad Religion and Alkaline Trio will be coming late November.
No, it's a couple days before Angels and Airwaves.
That was before Angels and Airwaves?
Yeah,
then I definitely cannot make it to that. I definitely, as much as I would love to go.
Yeah, we planned on going, but just, the holidays are coming up, financial restrictions, can't get time off work, shit like that. Making it hard for us.
But
Dirty
to anybody who may be listening to this again, we're probably just talking into the void.
Probably.
But December 4th and December 6th, we will be in Charlotte for the Silverstein and Neck Deep shows.
Absolutely. Can't wait. That'll be a hoot.
Yeah, I'll be there all weekend if anyone wants to hang out Sunday.
Oh yeah.
We could do a podcast in Charlotte.
Live podcast in Charlotte on the streets.
Go to the Carolina Ale House in Charlotte.
Yeah, baby. Actually, now that I'm not going to that Alkaline Trio show, I can probably redact one of my vacation days and get that Monday off.
Do it, because I just got to get that Sunday, Monday off. Actually, live on air. I'm going to request time off.
Live.
This is a Carolina Bleeds first, my friends.
Requesting time, baby.
And my boss, whose name I'm not gonna besmudge his name right now, but if I don't get the time off approved, we're all gonna riot.
He's a hoe.
And we're gonna go to downtown Greenville, and we're gonna riot. Is that the word?
Riot.
We're gonna riot.
We're gonna rack and riot.
Why do I have November 6th through November 8th taken off? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go to a Patriots game in Charlotte. We'll see if that happens.
You probably did it under the influence one night and forgot. I'm going to this Patriots game.
I don't even have tickets yet. So my friend was supposed to get us all tickets.
What game is it?
Patriots and Panthers. It's in Charlotte.
Ah, okay. Oh, it's in Charlotte. Okay. I was about to say, you're taking a trip to fucking New England?
I wish. Man, I would kill to go to Foxborough.
Go see Mac Jones kill it.
Let's see him do something.
The new Tom Brady. I have faith in Mac Jones. It's a good QB. It would have been nice if Brady would have stayed another year or two so he could learn under him.
I don't want to. Look, man. I don't want to get into it.
You don't want to.
I don't want to break my heart over and over and over.
You don't want to peel back that wound.
Tom Brady, if you're listening to this, you're the GOAT. You'll always be the GOAT. But by God,
I hate to admit it, but yeah, you tore up the Steelers for many years, but yeah.
Fuck the Steelers.
Fuck the Patriots. Bill Belichick.
If you'll just smile for me, man. Just smile. I could die. I could die if you just smile for me.
He smiled before. It just looks evil.
That is a sinister man.
I would be so scared. Have you ever heard the stories that the players tell of him working out and shit in the facilities?
No way, he works out
of the night.
Do we think he sleeps? Because I don't think he does.
Probably not, dude.
At least he doesn't sleep during football season.
No.
Like 2 weeks before preseason until the last game of the Patriots season.
He spends all his off season in bed, just making up time.
He wraps himself back into his cocoon.
Yeah. He's all wrapped up in bed in a sleeveless hoodie. And a playbook.
Oh no! Wait! We forgot because he's also the general manager. We forgot about trade period, so he can't sleep until trade period's over.
He's signing the most unknown free agents and turning them into superstars.
He picked up Mac Jones.
Yeah, and the draft. That was the first splash draft move they've made in a long time.
Since they picked up.
I mean, they got Sony Michel that 1 year. But other than that, they usually pick like the unknown guys from like Middle Tennessee State.
Sony Michelle's a fucking.
He's good.
He's
Pretty good. He's pretty good. It's a good fit with y'all.
Do we have any other football news?
Not
Clemson.
really. Clemson sucks, and I love it.
I love Clemson, and I hate that they
Clemson's
suck.
trash, and I love it.
Yeah, well, USC's doing worse.
Not really. I mean, we have just as many wins.
Yeah, but
I think we're tied, actually.
We play better teams, though.
That is not true. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who have y'all played? Y'all played Georgia.
Yeah, we played Georgia.
We played Georgia, too. That's the only good team y'all played.
What good team have you played?
Georgia, Kentucky. I'd have
Kentucky's
to look
not
at our schedule.
good.
Kentucky is good.
Kentucky just got their ass beat by Georgia last
They're
night.
ranked. Georgia's number 1. Georgia's so dominant.
If Georgia wins the NCAA this year, I'm going to quit college football forever. That's it. Like, it's over.
Georgia's number 1. Kentucky's 15.
Are the polls out yet?
Yeah. Georgia's 1. 15.
Kentucky was 15 going into that game, I think.
Kentucky's 15.
I think tomorrow the polls come out.
Shit, they won't drop very much. I just love how much this year has been shaken up. Cincinnati is number 2.
Cincinnati's been good for a couple of years, though.
Iowa was number 1. They're number 11 now.
Iowa was number 1?
They were. Or no,
When?
they were number 2 for a while.
I was about to say, yeah. When were they ever number 1?
They were number 2 for a while. They dropped down to Alabama's at 4.
Alabama got to
Alabama
keep
go.
number 4 spot after losing to Texas A&M.
Right.
Where's Texas A&M at then?
A&M 17.
They should be higher.
They made a big jump though.
Well, they were unranked when they beat them.
Yeah, I know. Wake Forest. I love seeing all these small schools in here. Like Cincinnati's such a surprise being number 2. They're good,
Not
but
really,
I mean,
because they've been in the top 10 for the last 3 or 4 years.
yeah. Coastal's 14th. Wake Forest is 16th.
Coastal's good.
Coastal's the
been
best
good
team in
for a
South
couple of years.
Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that's wild. Purdue's number 25. University of Texas San Antonio's 24th. Wild, bro.
College football.
Wild, dude.
College
San Diego
football's
State's
fucking wild.
22nd. I love it, though. It's awesome. It's just like with the NBA Finals last year. Phoenix and Milwaukee, dude. 2 of the smaller markets.
I don't know anything about fucking basketball. Excuse my language. I apologize to Cauley's family.
We love you, Maka.
Um,
Do we want to get into our reviews?
yes.
I have a half-hearted review this week.
Guys, I'm going to be completely honest with everyone in the world right now. I completely forgot to pick an album to review, so y'all just give me a
Nice.
second. You do your review real quick, Coley, and I'll pick an album.
I got you. Let me pull it up real quick. All right, so I reviewed Contender by Forever Came Calling.
Good band.
Great band, super underrated. Only 18,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, but they've been
That's
dropping
it?
music since 2011. Contender came out, 2010, I'm sorry. Contender came out in 2012 as a 2012 album. There's a few songs that are kind of but it's a really good album overall. But the artwork's really weird. But honestly, I like this album so much because it's kind of a blend of everything I like. It's super pop punky, really emo, a little twinge of Midwest emo in there, kind of like with the riffiness of the guitars. There's a little bit of that flavor in there. At times, some of the vocals are kind of like Taking Back Sunday-ish. There's definitely influence there. Because I think in their bio they said they started out originally doing like Taking Back Sunday covers, so you can definitely tell there's a little bit of that influence. Sometimes the vocals are like, oh, that kind of sounds like Adam Lazzara, you know. The production's pretty good for back then. I'm assuming they were a really small band back then. I'm assuming
they're still a really small band.
yeah, they still are. You know, I'm assuming they weren't signed. Really good lyrics. Honestly surprised how well the lyrics were written out, creative. The guitars are really big. I appreciate that. The guitars were kind of the focus of all the songs, which is cool. I like that. But some of my favorite songs are For the Wolves, The Office, Ides, If Bukowski Could See Me Now, the title track, Contender, and Dead Poet's Honor is pretty good. I definitely recommend it. You know, if you're just looking for, they're signed to Pure Noise. I didn't know that.
They're one of the older Pure Noise bands. They've been on there for a while.
Yeah. I'd recommend it if you're like me and you love pop punk emo. It's a good blend of everything. Yeah, I'd really suggest it. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.
Nice. Well,
Seven out of
what's the
10.
name of the album again?
Contender.
Contender. I really like that one song that I played for you earlier that I can't remember.
That's a good one.
off the top
They
of my-
got some
oh.
really
Indebted.
good banger. Indebted. Yeah. I think my favorite of theirs is probably oh God, hold on. I know the name of it, but Borrowed Cars and Mind to Mold are my two favorite songs of theirs.
Nice.
They're really good. Mind to Mold's a great song. But yeah, they're super good. They haven't released anything in a long time, unfortunately. Wish they'd get back to it.
Have they broken up officially?
I haven't seen anything about it, but they haven't made a post since like last year on Instagram or anything. So I don't know
It's
where
also
that's
been
at.
COVID, but yeah.
I don't know where that's at. It's kind of
I wouldn't
they
be
haven't,
surprised
like,
if COVID was
released-
the death of a lot of these smaller bands.
yeah. Well, and they haven't released an album since like 2014. So they released a single in 2019. They released some stuff in 2018. But it's unfortunate,
Well,
man.
maybe
It's
they'll
such a
pull
good
Hawthorne
band.
Heights and like they had an album recorded that they've just been sitting on, and
I hope so, dude. That
Hopefully.
would be awesome. I'd like to see them come around here or something. That'd be cool.
they tour. I think they went to New Brooklyn Tavern a few years back, and I wasn't able to go see them. They were opening up for someone.
So I actually discovered them pretty recently. I forgot how I ran up on them, but it was a good find. I've really enjoyed their music. It's something I've been able to get into. So yeah, I really like how it's like a blend of everything. They got like the pop punky drum beats, and they got a little bit of that, like I said, a little bit of that Midwest emo flavor with like the riffiness of the guitars and
Right.
just a real emo vocals, and I really enjoy it. You can definitely tell there's a lot of influence there.
So I've got an album that I've been listening to all week to review. I've been
Yes.
been taking notes. I've got my journal right here.
2 whole pages.
It's Nella Vita by Grayscale,
Nice.
one of my favorite albums. Came out in 2019. Grayscale just released a new album like a month or two ago. It was fine. I liked it. But this
I haven't
album,
listened to it.
what?
I haven't listened to it.
But this album fucking slaps. I think Nella Vita, I think it's some language for summer love. That's what the whole thing's about. But also, like, if your summer love was like a crack whore,
Yeah.
it's really fucking good. I've got some of the lyrics from one of the songs actually tattooed on my chest, which is very interesting.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep. I don't know if you've ever seen me without a shirt on.
I'm sure I have.
I'm
At
sure
some
you wish
point.
you have. But
In my dreams.
yeah, the opening track, Just Right, is I think it's like the perfect opening track. It's one of those where it starts off really soft and then it just like it builds and builds and builds. I think the album might be a touch overproduced, maybe. Like it's very polished. But
Kinda like
not necessarily in
California.
a bad way, I wouldn't say. In Violet is one of the singles, is great. So it was originally like an EP, like a 4-song EP, and then it turned into an album. If anyone heard that was my neck cracking. So you got Just Right. In Violet's banger, Old Friends, Painkiller Weather was the first song off the record that I heard, and I really love it. What's on Your Mind, In My Arms.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it was like when it came out, I was dating a girl, and it was like, not that she was a crack whore or anything. In case she's listening to this, I don't think she was a crack
total
whore.
crack whore.
But I don't know, because I think what we had was what you would probably consider like summer love. I think it perfectly encapsulated that era of my life.
Cool.
So much so that I got some of the lyrics tattooed on me.
That's dope.
Die in your arms and it would be just right. Or what I got tattooed.
That'd be cool. I mean, that is cool. Those lyrics.
Here, I'll show it to you. Fuck it.
Dude, I've definitely seen you with a shirt off. With your shirt off. Oh yeah.
I don't know when you would.
I don't know where, but I totally have. I totally have.
But yeah, it's one of those albums that I just like. I come back to every month or so and just like
Yeah.
re-listen to it all the way through. And they put on the last show I saw before COVID was a thing was them at New Brooklyn Tavern in Columbia.
Cool.
And
Oh,
the first time I had ever heard of them was I went to the 4 Year Strong show at New Brooklyn Tavern, and they were like the opening act, and then like 2 years later they're the headliner at New Brooklyn Tavern. So it was cool to see
yeah, man.
the evolution of that band.
Nice. Eventually, I'm going to get some lyrics from After Midnight by Blink-182 tattooed on me somewhere.
Yeah, most of my tattoos are fucking song lyrics or album artwork.
Yeah. I'm going to get, mine's going to be, the lyrics from that are probably, hold on as we crash into the earth. A bit of pain will help you suffer when you're hurt.
Nice. I'll tattoo it
I
for
love
you.
those. I
I'll
love
tattoo
those
it on you.
lyrics. Do it, yeah. I'll get us a little tattoo gun from Amazon.
Yo, we go to the jockey lot and get a tattoo gun. What are
Yeah,
you talking
dude.
about?
Yeah. We can go to one of them little side shops and just get one for like $10.
We'll put the doorbell out of my mom's
Some dude named Jimmy
my mom's
with a
house, and we'll
fucking-
just use that.
Some dude named Jimmy with a gauged eyebrow piercing will do it for me. $20.
He's got the gauge like wall of his nose, so you can see all the way up into his sinus.
One of my friends told me that their mutual friend has like a bridge piercing like right here,
Ooh,
and it's gauged.
this is not a visual medium though.
It's gauged.
It's not a visual medium. Tell everyone where it's at.
Okay, so it's like the little fleshy part of your nose, like in between your eyes. Yeah, and it's gauged.
Yeah, just like keep moving your finger up until you go, oh, there, oh,
Yeah, right.
like until you go.
Who would do
"Ugh."
that?
That's where it is, and
Ooh.
that sounds disgusting.
Yeah, especially gauged, dude. I feel like that's just like a hole into your.
They want to talk about tattoos or job stoppers. Like that's a job stopper. Like what are you gonna do?
God.
Like if you're working like on a forklift or some shit, and your fucking head gets hooked in the side of it.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'd probably get one if I didn't wear glasses.
There's no way I could do it.
It
I
would
got my-
probably hurt so bad.
I got my nose pierced one time, and that was like uncomfortable.
Listen, I have my septum pierced, and it's not bad. And I was surprised because it hurt significantly less than my ears.
As soon as I get a new job, the first thing I'm doing is getting my nose pierced again.
Do it, man.
As soon as I have a
Awesome.
new job lined up, like, and just y'all wait, that'll be coming one day.
For anyone who's scared to get a septum piercing, I was shitting myself even thinking about getting one. It's totally worth it. It's lower on the pain scale, and they're not lying to you when they tell you that. You do not feel shit. You feel more. The only pain you feel, even remotely, is them putting the ring in. When they put the needle through, you feel nothing.
I don't ever feel anything.
And I even told my piercer that. I was like, holy, she pushed it through, and I was like, oh, holy shit, that's it? She was like, yeah, I know.
But I remember being pretty drunk when I got my nose pierced. But I had my nose pierced. I had purple hair. I was making good money. I was living the life.
What were you doing back then, stagehand?
No, it was right before I started doing stagehand stuff. I was a manager at Papa John's
Hell yeah.
in Columbia, South Carolina.
Whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Yeah,
I'm
that was-
thinking about dyeing my hair a color pretty soon. I'm also thinking about getting a haircut.
you need
but-
one. You look like a hippie.
Women love it, okay? It just doesn't translate into me getting laid.
I had to stop myself there before I started bringing real world into this.
What were you going to say? You can tell me. It won't hurt my feelings.
What do 50-year-old TikTok stars think of it?
They enjoy it. They enjoy it.
Oh, man, I cracked myself up.
You crack me up too, man.
Do we want to start getting into the topic for this week, I suppose?
Yeah, so, we had Wade from the Black River Rebels on last week. A few days after that, they had a show at the Radio Room, and me, Mason, and Phillips went, and it was a very good show.
It was dope as hell. I'm wearing
whole
my Black
bill.
River Rebels t-shirt right now, actually. Shout out to Wade and his crew.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. We did a lot of networking at the show. It was awesome. We have a lot of cool guests coming on for you guys. So stay tuned for that. The bill was loaded. It was a great
We had
Line
Silver
up.
Tongue Devils,
Silver Tongue Devils,
Black River Rebels,
the Rebels,
the Lonely Ones,
and
and then 7 Year Witch ended
Yep.
up headlining, which they weren't supposed to originally.
yeah, I guess they did that because it's their hometown.
I'm glad they
Venue.
did. They put on a hell of a show.
Dude, it was sick.
It was
Them and the
rad.
Rebels put on the best shows of the night, I think.
I agree. Full shout out to Silver Tongue Devils.
Yeah, they killed it.
No idea who they were
killed
when
it.
I went in there, and I was very, very impressed with them. They're super talented, and
know
they're
it now,
super
yeah.
nice guys. They bought me shots.
Yeah.
Like I was all about it.
We talked to them after. Eventually, we're gonna have Jordan from that band on.
Hopefully.
Also, potentially some big things are in the works for us. We're going to get some meetings out of the way, work some stuff out, but hopefully we'll be able to do some full band interviews soon. which would be
Hopefully we'll
really
have
cool.
a better like area to record in.
Yeah.
Is one of the things we're hoping
More,
for.
More professional equipment, stuff like that. So
More guests. As y'all can tell by the way this episode's going, it takes 3 to make a podcast.
yeah. Hey, this is the best solo cast so far, though.
It's the only solo cast so far.
Oh, yeah, true, technically.
Shout out to Andy wherever you are. I haven't seen or heard from you in a little while, and I miss you, buddy. But yeah, hopefully we have some big things in the works. But less about that and more about the show that we went to. Radio Room. This is the second since they moved to the new venue. This is like the second big show I've seen there. Radio Room is such a cool venue.
I love it, dude.
I
It's
love
got
that
such
place.
a good vibe to it.
And it gets loud in there. My ears were ringing
as fuck.
for a couple of days afterwards.
mine were
it was
too,
bad. I thought I was losing my hearing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought some permanent damage might have been taking place, dude, because, ringing 2 days after the show, this is not normal.
It was, as I was watching TV, and I was like, what's that sound on the, what's coming through the show? And I pause it, and I still hear it, and I'm like, oh, no.
You ever do that thing where you, plug your ears to make sure it's not?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, damn.
And I know it was Black River Rebels, and last episode, Wade said that they are loud, and
They're
they
not lying, man.
did not lie.
You know,
We
I've
were
said
right
this.
there. We were 2 people back, and the speaker was right by my left ear, and my left ear was the one that was really bad.
Yeah. I mean, that's, like I said, I've seen them probably 5 or 6 times over the years. That's the loudest I've ever heard them.
It
That's
was
the loudest
it
I've
was
ever heard them.
nuts, but they put on such a good show.
Yeah, the bass was clipping like hell, but it was awesome.
Their bass player is insane. And also he's a super nice
He's
dude. We got
awesome.
to meet him.
Shout out Jimmy, dude. Shout out Jimmy.
Shout out their guitar player and drummer
Robert.
as well.
Shout out Robert and Clark.
Yeah, I'm
They're all
terrible
good
with
guys,
names.
man.
I apologize.
Go check them out.
They're all really good. They're really nice guys. They're really fun. We got to talk to some of the guys in 7 Year Witch. Phillips got some selfies with all the bands. We'll try and post those on our Twitter or something.
Yeah, man. We'll post them. By the way, we have a Twitter now.
We do have a Twitter, and I'm about to start ramping it up. So please like and follow me on Twitter so I can haze you.
Yeah. We'll mention all that at the end. All that will be
It'll all be in the show notes.
descriptions and all that stuff, of course. But we got another 30
I
minutes
got-
to go, bud.
We got another 30 minutes to go.
Yeah.
What are we going to fucking talk about for 30 more minutes?
What you been doing? How's your week been?
How's my
How'd your
week
week
been?
go?
This is where we're at. How's my
Yeah,
week been?
How'd your week go?
I worked on my mom's deck a little bit. Did some practice.
You practiced?
Not by myself. I don't practice by
Yeah.
myself, but
Yeah.
with Phillips and Davis. Went to Columbia. Saw some
Got
friends.
to bring me.
I didn't forget to bring you, man. It was
okay.
very short notice.
It's
Davis
okay.
wasn't even supposed to come.
I'm playing. I'm just playing. I know.
1 second.
But Davis had a very deep conversation about Star Wars with some children, and it was.
It
From-
was
from what I
adorable.
hear, it
I
was
can't wait to
awesome.
get Davis on the show. But if we get him on the show, we got to get him drunk.
Oh, dude!
It's the only way
we
he'll
have to get him
talk.
intoxicated with something. Yeah.
And the man drank, I didn't realize it. So I had so you can see him over there still. I had 3 White Claws. The man drank the other 9.
Oh my god!
And then I was like, he kept wanting to practice and practice. Like, dude, I was supposed to leave at 4. It's almost 5 now. I have to go. And he was like, well, I'm not leaving. And I was like, then get in the car. You're coming with me, I guess, because I clearly can't leave you by yourself.
He was like, Mason drove me to Columbia.
I didn't drag you anywhere, dude. I asked you one time, and you went, okay.
Mason, Davis on White Claws is a whole other animal.
Oh, man, I can't wait to get him on here. Monday, we did another show at Smiley's last Monday. What did we play?
I heard it went well. I haven't been able to attend.
We
the
played
last
Bound for the Floor by Local H. We got 1,000 views on TikTok. So shout out
Hey.
TikTok.
Shout out TikTok.
I can't.
The Carolina Bleeds podcast will one day be on TikTok. We promise. We just got to figure out what kind of content we'll make.
Yeah, I don't even understand what TikTok is.
Are we going to do Fortnite dances to pop punk music? Maybe.
No, I won't. You could do whatever you
okay.
want to, but I
Okay.
won't.
Well, I guess we won't then.
I'm not a sellout.
Oh, in other news, we are close to being sellouts. We are halfway to being able to unlock sponsorships.
What do you mean you're halfway? What else do we have to do?
We need 50 established listeners. We are at 24.
24 established? What does it mean if they're established?
I guess that means they listen to us every week. I don't know.
Yeah,
Or-
but I'm probably 3 of those.
Me too. But nonetheless, we're close to unlocking.
No one's going to
sponsorships.
sponsor us because we have 50 listeners a week, and any sponsorship we do
You'd be
get is going to be
surprised, dude.
garbage.
Listen, anything's better than nothing. One day we'll be sell out soon. Y'all just wait.
Oh, never going to sell out.
We'll be.
I've got a pizza tattoo on my leg. You think that means nothing?
We'll be sponsoring Raid Shadow Legends and Raid Shadow Legends and Honey on all of our. Y'all just get ready for it. This episode of the
Manscaped,
Carolina-
Movement Watches, Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah.
It's all coming.
Yeah. Y'all just wait until one day. This episode of the Carolina Bleeds podcast is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Man, we probably shouldn't talk too much shit because they're potentially one day they will try and sponsor us. They're going to come back and listen to this.
They're more than welcome. I'm not saying they can't.
I'm not in this for the money though. I just enjoy shooting the shit about
me
music,
neither.
even though there's not a whole lot to talk about this week. This is one of the highlights of my week. Is just relaxing.
Me too. I look forward to it every week.
Are there any local shows coming up? There's the ones Wade talked about last week.
The 29th and the 30th, the Rebels are playing back to back. They're playing at
Well, one of them's the tip.
Carolina Moonshine or something like that.
Yeah, Carolina Moonshine, and then what's the place called?
Tribbles on the 30th, which I'm very excited for. They're dropping a music video. That's the debut for the music video.
Oh, that's
release
right.
Party. We're going to that.
Oh, that's on a Saturday too, so I can go.
We're going to that. Yeah. You'll like Tribbles, man.
I'm the only restaurant industry worker in Greenville who has Fridays and Saturdays off, so I'll be there.
I'm sure there's others we're forgetting about. Yeah, next week we have a very special guest. The week after that we have a very special guest. Those will be to be announced. I think as of right now we're gonna, since we're smaller still, we're gonna keep those under wraps.
Yeah,
until
just in
they
case
come
they
out.
realize the error of their ways and cancel on us.
Yeah. But they're really cool. They're two of my very favorite. They're from two of my favorite bands from around here, so I'm really excited. Chop it up with them. Ask them some questions. But yeah, so
This might be a shorter episode.
that's to come.
There's really not a whole lot going on right now. No new music was released. No real.
Dude, I mean,
No
we can
tours really
stretch
announced.
it, bro. We can stretch it, dude. I mean, we can talk about whatever.
You been doing
How about
anything
the weather?
interesting?
Had a fire. Burned a box or two.
Fire in your loins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We burned a box or two, you know.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Burned
you did.
A bag of leaves, you know. But nonetheless, that was cool. What you been doing anything interesting? Got any funny work stories?
None that I can tell, and I'm
No.
very upset with work right now.
I would like
I
to
had
hear
a long ass day.
I would like to hear that that gaslight story that you had for
I
us
have
last
to have my
time.
mom retell it to me because I can't really remember it.
Oh jeez.
I've been so poor. I haven't really done anything this week. I had a nice salmon salad last night with a glass of wine. I was adulting last night.
Fancy,
Cleaned my
bro.
room.
Fancy. Oh, I trashed my room last night.
I bet you
My
did.
blinds fell down and shit. I had to hang towels up over the window. It was a whole mess, but I got to clean.
I get paid on Tuesday. I'm going to buy new bass strings if anybody's interested.
Really?
In that. Yeah.
Wow.
It's way long overdue.
Dude, wow.
Hopefully in the
It's
next
gonna sound
couple
like a
months I'll be
new
getting
beast.
an actual new bass, which will be exciting. If that
Maybe
ever
you should
happens.
get a tuning peg, or not a tuning peg, a strap peg for it.
No, I'm just going to buy. I'm not going to fix this bass. I'm just going to buy a new bass.
Okay.
This bass I'm going to mount on my wall and never take it off.
Might as well. Shit.
My mom's talking about doing a pool here at the house. We can start doing poolside podcast.
Poolside podcast. Mason has to take a dump sometime soon, so
It's ebbing. It's kind of ebbed away.
it's subsided.
Yeah.
We were gonna do a poopy pod.
Pod.
He was gonna broadcast from the toilet, but that's not happening.
I don't think it'll stretch quite that far.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say I really appreciate everybody who's listened so far. Me and Mason really started this off of a fucking whim. We had a wild hair of our ass one day, and we just like, let's do it. And really didn't expect anyone to listen, but our last episode of The Wade has almost 100 views on YouTube. It's got the most plays on Spotify and all that. Recently, we've gotten on Google and Apple Podcasts, so that's some big news, some big strides for us, getting us out there on different platforms and whatnot. But I want to thank everyone who has listened so far.
Like
You guys
and
have
rate
been awesome.
everything. I don't know how it helps, but it allegedly does.
It does, yeah. It gets the algorithm picks it up, and Go like our videos on YouTube, all that good stuff. Leave us some comments. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, we'd love to respond to y'all if y'all email us
Ask some
or
questions. Yeah.
comment or tweet us or anything.
I'll start leaving our email in the descriptions and whatnot. You can hit us up.
But yeah, I mean, we're just getting started. We're still figuring it out, so bear with us.
This is really our first solo podcast. We've had Andy on the first one, Phillips on the second.
Barely. Andy was barely on the first one.
Yeah, Andy was on the first 5 minutes.
That's still really funny when he was on there, though. I listened to it.
It was
I listened to it a
hilarious.
couple of times, just that first intro part. It makes me laugh.
I stick to water, man.
Get this long, flowing hair.
Lime. Yeah. I'm the one with the hair.
I'm from Greenville, South Carolina.
I'm from South Carolina, Massachusetts.
Go Pats.
Go Andy.
Everybody torture Chikora Alley on social media until they let us play a show there.
Absolutely. I always have shit to talk about until we get into it, and then I blank.
Same.
We'll get better at that as time
Yeah,
goes on.
even if nobody listened to this every week, we'd probably still make it. So we do appreciate y'all for
Yeah, we do appreciate
attempting to
it.
put up with this.
Hopefully, last week's episode has brought some new listeners in, some new weekly listeners.
And hopefully we haven't lost any listeners after this episode.
We surely will not. We'll gain some, Dave. We're showing our pizzazz in this episode, I think.
Pizzazz.
I think this is the first time we've kind of loosened up a little bit. Just
We're showing our banter
shot
skills.
the shit. Yeah, we're showing our banter skills.
Banta.
Banta.
Man, I'm just excited to start playing shows. I'll be playing Smiley's again this Monday.
I've been a little busy on Mondays, so Hometown has not really been able to perform or anything, but
Or practice.
or practice. But I do want to get back to that.
Did you ever share the playlist with Phillips?
No, I
You need to do that. I need to start listening to it so I can learn the lyrics.
Yeah, I need to start practicing some of the songs and whatnot. But I want to get back to it. I've been itching to perform. It's something I found I really enjoyed. I like being up there and being able to escape the real world for a little bit. That's
I
awesome.
love doing shows. It's the best 15 minutes of my week.
Dude, yeah,
far.
no shit, man. It's awesome.
December 25th, Vital Wave will be playing a full 2-hour
2-hour set.
set at Smiley's. Please, please, please come check it out. All you degenerates who don't hang out with your families and just want to drink instead.
Yeah,
That's what we're here for.
Ah.
And let's all get messy together and let's stop pretending that we enjoy holidays.
Yeah,
Like,
here's
that's-
your holiday.
Hope. No, wait. We don't want to get copyright struck
Oh, yeah,
again.
we can't get copyright struck again. We need to appeal that.
I'm going to say it. Whoever copyright struck us,
Is
after
a
we
hoe.
got permission, you're a hoe and your mom's a hoe. You a hoe, big time.
Big time. We got permission.
We got permission. We have evidence.
in the episode. It's audible in the episode.
Bunch of hoes.
Ain't the music industry a bitch?
You remember how Metallica for years were like in the forefront of like you shouldn't pirate music and blah blah blah.
I mean, Lars Ulrich.
Yeah, especially him.
So,
But then they went on Twitch and did like a show on Twitch and then got
He got
copyright struck.
how ironic. That's such
Oh,
that's
man.
such a kick in the
I
ass.
love it.
Hey, fuck YouTube for their dumbass copyright system.
Who?
Honestly, I don't think anyone struck us down. I think it just automatically does it. Because whenever
sounds
you're
about right.
uploading, it scans for that kind of stuff.
That sounds about right because who would have listened to it?
Right, yeah. I doubt the label that they released it under or whatever listened to it,
And if they had listened to it, why would they care?
Yeah, right, exactly. And if they listened to it, they obviously got to the part, if they listened to the end where Wade said, yeah, you can use the song.
And also, like, we didn't play the song till after he said that.
Yeah, facts.
But also, you're not a hoe if you sign us.
Right.
If you sign us, we'll
Yeah.
take it back.
Yeah, absolutely. We take all this back if we get signed.
Yeah, we'll delete
So-
this whole episode if you sign us.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. At least edit this part out.
Yeah, at the very least, like this part that probably won't make it in anyway.
Yeah. I'm keeping it in, bro.
But yeah, you're a hoe. Your mom's a hoe. All your friends are hoes. Don't you ever copyright strike us again for some dumb shit.
But not you, Rebels. We love you guys.
Oh no, I know it wasn't the Rebels. I love the
No,
Rebels.
it wasn't the Rebels.
No,
Definitely.
y'all are the sweetest dudes in the world. I love y'all, and y'all put on a hell of a show, and y'all's record is dope. Everyone continue to check out
Absolutely.
Um,
Devil May Try.
Devil May Try by Black River
DMT, as
Rebels.
I like to call it. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but
Oh, man.
DMT.
If they call it DMT, then maybe the guy from Fear Factor.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Ivermectin. Oh, what a guy. What if we got on the Joe Rogan podcast one day?
I would never, ever go on the Joe Rogan.
No,
podcast.
why
You'd be
not?
on there by yourself, dude. I would go
Why
on there.
not?
The dude's an idiot.
You wouldn't want to talk to him about psychedelic experiences, and
No, I would rather talk to you about psychedelic experiences.
we can do that. I'm
I'm,
still trying to convince Mason to do the acid episode with me.
I'm not doing a 12-hour acid
We don't have
episode.
to do 12 hours. We can do like an hour and a half. Dude, we'll be on acid. We can talk for an hour and a half easy.
I just don't know if it'd be listenable. I don't know if there's
think it would
any
be.
way anybody would ever want to listen to that.
We'd end up talking about the world and stuff, and philosophy.
Yeah, there's no way we would talk about music. Hey,
Put it behind the
music
paywall,
as
though.
like a construct.
Yeah.
Also,
worry.
Joey Pepper's song, shout out Phillips.
Shout out Phil. We love you very much. He's not here. He left beforehand.
He
but
probably won't listen to this episode, but I'm trying to buy him tickets to the Red Hot Chili Pepper show in Charlotte for
he'll
Christmas.
definitely listen to it.
What?
He'll listen to it.
Well, Phillips.
We love you.
Me and Phillips got drunk and talked about it one time. I just don't know if he remembers.
Oh, the Chili Pepper show?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's like September of next year, but
I would go with you guys. Well, he mentioned it to me one time.
that'd be fun. They're expensive as hell though to get decent tickets.
Yeah, you guys told me it was like $200.
$250, and that's not even like in the pit. That's still balcony.
Fuck. Damn, really? Still balcony?
That's balcony for $250. That is outrageous, right? But it's like the gold tier or whatever, so you get a bunch of free merch. But I don't want any Chili
That'd be
Peppers
cool.
merch.
Yeah, I have one Red Hot Chili Peppers T-shirt that I got from Kohl's.
I probably have the same Red Hot Chili.
Is it red?
No, it's the black one with just like
Ah.
the red thing in the center and says Red Hot Chili
Mine's
Peppers
red
around
with
it.
the white logo.
So ours like the inverse of each other.
Yeah.
But I've got it somewhere. And it was this.
Twinsies.
Everyone in high school had that T-shirt.
Yeah. It's like the Nirvana one.
Yeah, exactly. I never had.
Everyone's got it.
I never had the smiley face T-shirt. I never had.
I had it for a while, but I was like, this is corny. So,
Yeah, TikTok or whatever took that shirt from us.
yeah, all the E-boys.
I'm not old. I just don't understand TikTok.
Kurt Cobain was the best pop punk artist of our time.
If someone said that to my face, I'd be in prison. The podcast would be over.
Yeah.
We'd be doing the podcast over one of the phones
Yeah.
in prison
Guys, unfortunately, Mason got sentenced to 6 months in federal prison.
for smacking a 14-year-old.
Yeah. For saying Kurt Cobain's our best pop punk artist of our generation.
First off, not your generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Second off, Newfound Glory.
Yeah.
Third off, like,
Blink-182, bro.
are we gonna have this debate right now?
Blink-182
Newfound
is the-
Glory is the greatest pop punk band of all time.
Blink-182 is.
Newfound
Easily.
Glory, dude.
When Blink-182 was releasing pop punk stuff, easily.
Newfound Glory never stopped releasing pop punk stuff.
That's a
For
fair point.
20 years they've been doing this
Okay,
shit.
overall, I probably agree with you, but in their time, Blink-182 was easily the best pop punk band.
They did a lot. Look, okay, look. If we're gonna talk about all the pop up bands of all time, Descendants, because they started it.
I mean, yeah, but come
Like,
on.
they might not have perfected it, but they started it. and
Enema
you know what?
and
And
Take Off
most
Your
of their
Pants and
albums are
Jacket.
pretty fucking perfect.
Enema and Take Off Your Pants or Jacket, probably two of the best pop punk albums ever.
Catalyst, Sticks and Stones.
I would say Untitled, but Untitled
Coming
got-
Home.
I would say
Not Without a Fight.
I was.
Self-titled. Resurrection.
Would you listen to me?
No.
Self-titled by who?
Newfound Glory. These are all
Okay.
Newfound Glory albums.
Oh, okay, word. Yeah. Look, I was gonna say Self-Titled by Blink, but that they got more into like alternative rock in that era, kind of. So.
From the Screen to Your Stereo,
Boxcar
parts 1
Racer.
and 2. Makes Me Sick is pretty good, too.
All I'm saying is Blink-182 in their pop punk time was the best, easily the best, easily. I will agree with you that overall, Newfound Glory probably tops them.
Wonder Years are better than Blink-182 as far as pop punk goes.
No, absolutely fucking not.
Yes, they are.
No, dude.
Yeah. Dude,
Suck.
who
This is why you think California is their best album.
California is their best album.
it's
and it's not a
not.
pop punk album.
It is not their best album.
It's absolutely their best album.
Not at all.
Oh, I can't believe we're having this fight right now.
How
We
is
should have
it their
started
best
with
album?
this.
I want to. I need to know why you think it's their best album. It's overproduced as hell.
It's best. It's the best produced album. Their
No,
best
it's
written
not.
album. Best drums. Best guitar.
No, absolutely not.
Yes,
Absolutely. I would say
it's plus 44 second album is what California is.
whatever. I'd say the best two sounding albums are Take Off Your Pants. Well, I don't know. I'd say Untitled and Neighborhoods probably.
And fucking the Wonder Years had I'm going to go through their albums, and you're not going to know what I'm talking about, and I'm going to be right because I know.
No.
Look, so you got The Upsides. You got Suburbia, I've Given You All and Now I'm Nothing. The Greatest Generation, No Closer to Heaven. 4 of the best albums in the genre ever made, and they did them all back to back to back.
I mean, yeah, but Blink-182 has...
And Sister
whole
Cities,
catalog.
I don't care what anyone says, Sister Cities slaps.
Blink-182's whole catalog are all pretty much classic songs.
But they're not all pop-punk songs.
They're not, but they're still classic-ass songs. I think as a band, Blink-182 is better. As a pop-punk, pop-punk band, there's probably an argument. But
I'm talking pure pop-punk here.
Well, Blink-182 really only has, like
what?
two and a half.
You got Dude Ranch, Enema of the State.
I'd say well, I don't know. Dude Ranch is a little more on the punk side.
I still consider it pop-punk.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're going to consider Milo Goes to College pop-punk, you're going to have to consider Dude Ranch
That's true.
pop-punk.
That's true. It's definitely more punky than, like, Enema and Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
But I mean, Punk and Drublic by NoFX is probably better than most of their punk stuff.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's more punky than, like, Enema of the State was totally different from Dude
I mean, we could get into Bad Religion. We can start talking about skate punk if you want. I'll talk about
God,
punk all
no.
fucking night if that's what you want to do.
I'm not huge on punk, so I really have no argument in it.
Ugh,
I'm not huge
you
on punk.
trash child.
Dude, I'm
How you
an
can have
emo
a
guy.
Blink-182 tattoo and not give
I
a
have a Hawthorne Heights tattoo, thank
You
you.
don't have a Blink tattoo? I keep
Not
thinking
yet.
you do.
That's my next one.
I don't know why I keep thinking you got a Blink tattoo.
I'm going to incorporate my Blink tattoo in my sleeve on my left arm.
Did Matt have a Blink tattoo that we played with those couple of times?
No.
Did I tell you I saw him at Society the
He
other
told
night?
me. He told me.
He told you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hit him up. I was like, you should come on the podcast sometime.
Apparently he said he started like a record label or something.
Yeah, he started Artifacts Records. Shout out Artifact Records.
Yeah, shout out Matt, dude. He's a cool
Yeah,
dude.
Matt's a
A
cool
couple of
guy,
times
yeah.
I've talked to him.
Yeah, Matt's awesome.
The original singer from Carolina, I believe.
Shout out Gigi Castell, my boy. He just dropped a song called Problems, and it's popping off on SoundCloud. It's got 30K
Oh, shit.
in a couple days on SoundCloud. Yeah, it's a really good song. It's a lot different from what he's done. But shout out Gigi. Shout out Matt.
Shout out Gigi Allen, the Nazi.
Gigi Castell. That's his stage name.
Wait,
Shout out Artifact Records.
shout out
Metahuman.
Artifacts, the band.
Shout out Artifacts the band. Yeah.
Shout out Architects, which is the band I meant to say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where does Simple Plan fall on the greatest of all time?
I don't know. I don't really listen to them.
They don't. I figured you would have something to talk about. They just don't. I got Davis drunk. We started listening to old pop punk music, and so I put Simple Plan on, and I thought he was gonna fucking vomit.
Davis only likes two things: Highly Suspect and Brand New.
He also really likes Ed Sheeran. Roast him.
Really?
Yeah. He loves Ed Sheeran.
That's why he looks like Ed Sheeran's long-lost nephew.
That was homeless.
That's why he has red hair. That's
Oh,
why he
man.
only wants to write slow
I think
songs.
Would you consider Offspring pop punk? Because I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of the Offspring.
You don't
I
like the
don't see
Offspring?
the hype. I
I
don't
really
see the
like
hype.
the Offspring.
Dexter Holland's voice gets on my nerves. It gets old after 2 songs.
Then it must be pop punk.
I love
Then it must be pop
I
punk.
love Noodles. Noodles is a great guitar player, and he's such a cool character. He's such a character. I love Noodles, but
Also, I'm gonna say it. Going back to the sexual harassment stuff. Any person in the music industry who uses their position to sexually abuse,
Power
sexually
dynamics.
offend, attack,
piece of shit.
yeah, you're an asshole. You're a piece of shit. Don't ever talk to us. Don't ever try and be on our show.
Power dynamics are trash. They suck.
What was the other? Lost Profits.
Oh, dude, no. Oh my, that's a whole nother level of fucked up.
But anybody who uses their position, especially in this genre of music where a lot of younger people listen to it,
But
and
I
you
will say-
use that to try to coerce people who are, especially who are
Ass
underage, but of any age, like male or female, you are a fucked up individual. I don't want you in my scene. You make everything worse for everyone. You're a piece
Absolutely.
of shit. It's wrong. And
The Lost
excuse my
Prophets-
language, but you're a dog cunt. Go away. Leave. Nobody wants you here.
The Lost Prophets situation was probably the biggest example of like a power dynamic, though, because he was manipulating his fans into bringing them their children and shit, which is awful. And like That's terrible.
Like, I have a hard time listening to a
Awful.
lot of these musicians now, like brand new. Like, I have a really hard time listening to brand new.
Yeah, it's tough just knowing all that. Yeah, it's hard.
Newfound Glory's
As good of a
rhythm
band as they are,
guitarist who
but-
wrote all of their music for years
Yeah.
was doing all that shit. It just makes it hard to
You always got that in the back of your mind, kind of.
yeah.
As good, as great of bands as they are.
Like it's
you know.
it's disgusting behavior.
Yeah.
Act your
Absolutely
age.
Unacceptable.
Act like a human. Nobody has time for it. I'm off my soapbox now, I think.
Huh?
I think I'm off my soapbox now.
Have you had a little too much?
No, I don't think I've had enough.
Oh. Getting a little loose at least? Sucking on that box mod, I know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to edit all of that out.
Why?
The sound of me.
Oh. I'm keeping it in now. Blowing fat clouds into the mic, dude.
Also, while we're talking about it, when you're in the pit, keep it in the pit. Don't leave the pit and start acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
Looking at you, the
Don't
crowd in Carborough when we saw Census
Act like
fail.
an ass in the pit, dude. You can't consensually like get smacked around and smack people around and get mad about it.
Like, if you're in the pit, you're in
What
the
a
pit.
dude.
If you are in the pit and you get hit, it's all fair game for the
Dude,
most part.
you're
Unless
in
you're
a
just
pit.
unless you're actually trying to hurt somebody.
unless someone's talking
But
shit
also-
and like targeting you, yeah.
But also, if I'm not in the pit, don't hit me
Yeah.
because I'll hit you back.
Don't kick my
and
fucking
then we'll
knee.
all be kicked out.
Don't kick my knee.
Did we ever talk about when
Small
we went to
leprechaun.
Carborough and the 90-pound girl took my leg out? We had to leave the show early
yeah,
because my
yeah.
leg I couldn't stand anymore. She got me right in the side of the knee.
There was there was a very small 4'11" man
He
with
looked like the dude from the Lucky Charms
with
commercials.
wispy red hair, a little leprechaun dude, kicked me in the knee hard as hell. I thought my kneecap was shattered, dude.
That was almost the exact time this 90-pound girl got thrown into my leg.
I picked so many people up.
And me and Coley are just hobbling out of the venue. Just
We got injured, dude. We played our first NFL game. Got tackled by a linebacker. It was two 4'9", 80-pound people.
Oh man, it was brutal. I've been in pits for Beartooth and A Day to Remember and
Oh my
stuff,
God.
and they weren't as bad as that Census Fail pit for some
People
godforsaken
went
reason.
wild for them.
I don't understand why. And then all the Census Fail fans left as soon as they got off stage. As soon as they got off stage, they all went home. It was wild.
All 20 of them in the pit.
There's not many of them, but they're damn sure dedicated.
Oh my God, yeah. Do you remember that dude with face tattoos tried to start fighting that one guy with the Bayside shirt on?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was like this kind of chubby Latina guy who he looked like a famous Latina celebrity.
Was he there with those two chicks? It was the two dudes and the two
Or
chicks.
Latino.
And they
Not
took
Latino.
our spot in front of us. They just jumped
they
in
just,
front of us while we were trying to stand there.
Remember, they all changed into the Bayside shirts,
Yeah,
just
and
in front of us.
they were the ones who forced us into the pit because
Yeah.
we weren't anywhere near it, and then they went to get away from it, and they just took our spots and forced us
Yeah.
into it. We turned and we're like, why do we keep getting bumped? And we turn around, there's a whole circle pit behind us.
He was getting into it with the guy with face tattoos, of course. And the dude with face tattoos was being an ass. Don't get in the pit if you're just gonna get mad and start beating on people.
I remember looking at you, and it was before the show even started. And I could see it was starting to get a little bit rowdy near us. And I pointed and I went, the pit's going to be right there.
Yeah, you were
And
right.
sure as shit.
I was really nervous when we moved up a little bit to see Bayside. Moved up a little closer to the front. I was really nervous. I was like, dude, we're gonna get trampled.
Oh, those dudes were way bigger than the people in the pit, but
Yeah. Bayside, there was really no pit for Bayside.
no, and there doesn't need to be. You don't have to have a pit at every show.
No, there was only a pit for Census Fail because they were the only heavy band, quote unquote heavy band.
I think Bayside's probably heavier.
no,
No,
definitely
Hawthorne Heights for sure is heavier.
No, I mean, Census Fail was definitely in C tuning. They were
But they weren't grab a stranger and punch them heavy.
not that heavy, but they were definitely the
I
heaviest.
saw
band there.
Attila on Warped Tour. It was 100 degrees outside. And he was like, whoever can run the fastest in a circle can have my bottle of water.
They were definitely the heaviest band there, though. So that's why. But
Shout
they
out
didn't-
Attila for having some of the craziest pits I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of pits.
We'll see how the Silverstein pit is.
Dude, I will be
You'll be in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'll be that. I'm not getting in the Census Fail pit. I will start
No.
the Silverstein pit.
I never get in pits because of my glasses.
Oh, I can't fight without my glasses. My glasses. Where are my glasses?
I cannot see without them, and they cost a lot of money. Okay,
Put them in your pocket.
you think that would work?
Put them in your back pocket.
You think that would work too? What if I fall on my ass?
Don't do that. You're a big guy.
Yeah, that is true. I used to.
Just take that football stance anytime someone comes at you. Bend the knees, lower the waist.
The athletic stance. I used to
Your
get
feet shoulder width apart.
back when the Firmament was a thing. Rest in peace. Did you ever go to that venue? Such a good venue.
Never
dude.
made it to the
You missed
Firmament.
out. Honestly, at the time, it was probably better than Radio Room. I'm so serious. It was
old school radio.
It was
old
a
school
nice-
radio room.
It was a nice big stage, great sound system, plenty of floor space. But I used to get in the pits there, and we used to square off pretty often. It was pretty sick.
I saw Beartooth and A Day to Remember at the Simpsonville Amphitheater, whatever that place is called. And we weren't even like
Heritage Park.
Yeah, Heritage Park. And we were like, because there's like 2 lawns, and you have to like pay extra to go like to the lawn like up where the band is. So we were all at the gate in front of that lawn, right next to the sound booth. And Beartooth started playing, and it was just like a riot. Like everyone just started hitting everyone.
Yeah.
And like I was with my sister who was like
gnarly,
16 or 17 at the time. Like she was young. And like I had to like defend my sister's honor. And this dude got super drunk, and they had these like 2 like light towers that were like 50 feet in the air. And this dude climbed all the way up there and got drunk and couldn't get back down.
Oh my god!
It was amazing.
Heritage Park has had some pretty notable acts over the years. Post Malone went there. G-Eazy went there.
A
A
Day to Remember's been there
goes
twice.
pretty often.
One of the best shows I ever saw. So it was A Day to Remember, and the openers were The Wonder Years, All Time Low, and Pierce the Veil.
Wow,
Great
what a
fucking lineup,
bill, dude.
They had a
Holy
little bit
shit.
of everything there.
What a bill!
Speaking,
Wow.
if we want to talk about
Loaded.
greatest pop punk bands of all time, I think All Time Low should be in the conversation.
Definitely.
For their
I
first
agree.
2 or 3 albums, or for their first 2 albums, and then their 4th album, and then their original EP.
Listen,
all the other stuff is kind of not great, but
There's definitely
I'll give them
okay.
credit
Look,
for all
getting
that.
back to the Blink-182 thing, there's definitely an argument for them being a little lower on the list than number one. I agree with you on that.
I think one day I'll walk in here with my top 10 pop punk bands of all time,
we should do that.
and
We should do that.
then you should come in here with your top 10 emos, and we'll duke it out.
I can do that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be a fun one.
That'd be a fun one. Yeah, Hawthorne Heights will undoubtedly be my number one. Sorry,
Yeah, for sure.
but
They,
they are the fathers of emo. Like I know we had a conversation about this one time. They're the fathers of emo.
They're the
Saves
fathers-
the Day as
they're the-
grandfathers.
they're the fathers of like the early 2000s.
Modern emo, I'd say.
But I mean, you got
Saves
like
the Day
you
is,
still
like,
got like
the grandfather.
Jawbreaker. You got Sunny Day Real Estate.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got all these older bands who started it. Like I would say, Jawbreaker's like the grandfather of emo.
I thought we decided that was Saves the Day.
No, you decided it was Saves the Day. I never got off the Jawbreaker train.
You did at one point.
Have you heard "Want" by Jawbreaker? Have you heard that song?
No.
We're gonna listen to it as soon as this because we don't want to get copyright slammed or again. But
Yeah. Shout out Indian Summer. They were a pretty old emo band. They were a little more
Native
like
American Summer.
indigenous people summer. Listen, I am Native American. I'm allowed to say it, okay? I'm allowed to say Indian, all right?
Are you bringing it back?
Yeah, my grandfather was full blood, son. So,
Jesus. I mean, I could say that my great grandma was full blooded Cherokee, but I would never claim to be Native American.
I am. I'm proud of it. Either way.
Where'd you grow up?
Columbia and Anderson and Greenville.
Oh, known for their.
I have visited a reservation, though.
Oh, you visited a reservation?
I went one time. It was cool.
I'm
There's
not allowed on
teepees and shit.
reservations.
Really?
I'm white. Look at me.
Oh. You can't tell that I'm...
I come from a long line of Irish Catholics and Jews. I'm not allowed on a Native American reservation.
You're allowed at a synagogue, though.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but if I walk into a church, I get itchy.
Start burning a little bit.
Wait, is it hot in here or is it just me?
Oh, dude, you should try going to a Southern Baptist church, bro. Hello.
What is up, Seth?
We have a surprise guest.
Apparently. I wish we had a third mic plugged in.
He's picking up the bass.
Are you going to start playing?
He's going to start slapping, dude.
Do we have anything else to add? Are we done
That's it,
trashing
man.
on sex offenders?
Sex offenders and discussing pop punk music.
Well, we're about to go skating, so we'll have plenty of time for that. Oh, yeah, I'm a Renaissance man. I skate too, everybody. So hide your daughters.
I skated when I was 11. Fell out of love with it, but
All
trying
right.
to get back into it. But
come to Smiley's every Monday. I'll be there December 25th. We're doing our big set. Seth will be there tomorrow.
anyways, yes, sir. I will be trying to score
You'll be there on
Carolina
Christmas?
Bleeds,
We're gonna
a
have
band
another.
member.
We're going to bring the tradition back that we did one time. Did we do it twice? Did we? No, I think Chicora Alley was just a really long night. I think it was the same night. Because I know what you're talking about. We were out for like 12 hours that night.
I will not be at Smiley's tomorrow. I will be out trying to score Carolina Bleeds, a band member. But hometown will be back at it soon.
Hopefully. All right.
Anyways, this is the end of the episode.
Yeah, stay bloody or whatever. Fucking
Check
catchphrase
out all
is.
of our socials.
Still
Give
working
us a
on it.
like on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify.
Tweet me and then
We're
I'll
on
harass
Spotify,
you.
YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Check out our Instagram at Carolina Bleeds. Check out our Twitter at Carolina Bleeds. All of our links and shit are there. Leave us some feedback. We got polls on Spotify.
Do we?
we
Because
wanna
I haven't
hear
voted
from
any
you.
of them yet, I don't
Yeah,
think.
we have some polls. You can leave us questions. We're trying to work on some deep dives. We want to hear from y'all, see what y'all want to see first for some deep dives.
I think the best parts of the episodes are when we argue. So
Probably.
try and get us to argue.
Yeah, try to get us to argue for sure.
All right.
Do all that good shit. You know, check us out. Share us with your friends.
Good night. It's been a long hour and a half.
Your friends might like degenerates. We don't know.
All my friends degenerates.
We're going to end it on that. Peace, everybody. Make love.
Day to remember. Check out their new album. It's solid, but fuck their bass player. Or not.
Peace. Make love. Get boners.